Yo, what up? What's good? Welcome back to the Legacy Lounge. Got my man Jesse Birden in the building with us today.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, first of all, on the new addition to y'all family. Baby boy, right?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
The
Thank
beautiful thing. And black love, bro. Beautiful thing. Like, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
people live through y'all. I can see it, man. Y'all get a lot of love and respect. So shout out to your family.
Appreciate it.
So you wanted a boy?
Yes.
You a girl dad right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Needed a football player.
I wasn't so lucky, bro. I got 3 girls. and they like, you know, they girls too. So your girl wanted a boy?
Yes, she did.
What about your daughter? What does she want? Brother or sister?
A sister. Yeah, she was the opposite.
So you let her down.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing, bro. It's I love to see people happy, and everybody deserve that. Y'all deserve each other, man. So on behalf of the Legacy Lounge and myself, I want to congratulate y'all.
Thank you.
And wish y'all success, and I know y'all will.
Thank you.
We're gonna go everywhere. We definitely gonna speak to your journey, and bring it back full circle, you know, to how you ended up here, everything you've been through, your perseverance and everything. But I want to start it off by talking about the Kids Academy. I want you to talk about it a little bit, let everybody know what's going on. I got questions myself. Kids Academy, what is it? What's going on?
See, when I was younger, I didn't have the mentor or the person to look up to guide me in the way that I should have went from the beginning. So what I'm trying to offer is I'm trying to grab the youth before they lose themselves into doing destructive things because of boredom and ain't got nothing going on around here. So my goal is to get them a safe place to tap into their inner self and to give them a platform to express their inner emotions, you know, the trauma that they could be going through or the depression that they could be going through, and work with them, transform them, train them, educate them to get over it and heal from it so they can grow up to be something they didn't expect to be in life. So that's my main goal. It's all about transformation, train and transform. That's the biggest thing. But I need them to tap into that inner self before they grow up and not learn that inner self, because there's so many distractions going on in this outside world. So many distractions going on, and they can get drifted away and forget about themselves growing up. And as adults, some of us still do it to this day. We're caught up in work. We caught up in our daily living, and we tend to forget about who we are or what we need to do for ourselves. You know what I mean?
I do.
We forget about that inner love for ourselves because we're too busy trying to love everybody else and take care of everybody else.
Growing up, I mean, you know, it sounds like similar things. Is you're supposed to be a man, you know, so you're just supposed to take on everything. You ain't supposed to complain, you know, just shut up and do it. You know, that's what men do. And like you said, through that, you lose your inner self because you're too worried about taking care of everybody else. I love what you're doing by getting them early, though. Once you get to a certain point, it's hard to go backwards.
Yes.
But if you show them what right look like before they do wrong, then, you know, they're more prone to stay on that track. So I commend you for doing that.
Yes. Appreciate it. That's the key.
So what age groups you working with?
I'm working with 7 to 15.
Is this boys and girls?
Started out, my first year was all boys.
Okay.
Then I had a couple young girls was upset that they couldn't involve themselves. So what I did, I made it boys and girls. But now I'm going to have a women instructor in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To tap into them as well. As in I got my buddy Ralph Petrella. He my assistant mentor. So we going to tap into the boys. We're going to have activities, outside activities, kickball, dodgeball, basketball tournaments, flag football. You know, that's the goal. Keep them active, but also keep them educated.
Where y'all going to be at?
It'll be at 1400 Main Street in Fallsby, West Virginia. You come, just look for a fitness and wellness center.
So how often are y'all meeting?
Every Saturday, 1 p.m.
Every Saturday, 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
And that starts when?
April 8th.
And to enroll, they reach out to you?
Yes. Reach out to me on my Facebook. You can direct message me. Or if you look at my flyer on it, I have an email address. It's probably beneficial because everybody's on Facebook. Just reach out to me on Facebook. Just direct message me, send me your child's name, and I'll put them on the list.
Do you have a certain amount of kids, or are you taking all kids?
I'm taking them all right now.
That's dope. So you said this your second year doing this?
Yes.
Okay. First year did you get a lot of kids?
The first year I didn't have too many kids. I had a handful, and our location there we was at Reno's Field. We was down at the facility down there, training in there, and educational purposes as well. But this year right now I'm at 11 right now.
All right, so I'm gonna talk to the people for a little bit, like on some real talk. This is something we gotta get behind. Like, man, for what he's trying to do and the impact that he's trying to make. I mean, if y'all know him, y'all know the person he is. We shouldn't have to beg for kids. You know what I mean? He's saying he's taking on all kids. He's not putting a cap on it, 7 to 15. Like, we got to get behind this. And he's trying to impact lives and, definitely change the future. Everybody know how to, growing up around here, how it is. So we got to get behind this, man. And whatever I can do, we're going to get into that. But I just want them to know, like, we got to get behind this.
Yes.
He said boys, girls, 7 to 15. There should be hundreds of kids. It's something good. It's positive. And we're going to help you spread the word, man, and keep pressuring that to get these kids involved because it's something that they need to hear, and you're the right person for the job. How can I help?
I take whatever you got to give.
Okay.
You want to come talk? You want to come assist, train? Come. It's welcome. I don't reject nothing or nobody. Many people reached out, want to help. Yes, come on. Come in. The door is open.
My man.
It take a village.
There you go.
I don't refuse nobody. Let's do it. Let's train and let's transfer.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%, man. I can tell this passion that you speak with. Like I said, I know what you stand for. To take the leap to even get into it, that take courage itself. And that's what kids need to see for sure.
Yes.
So Kids Academy, 1400 Main Street, Follinsby, West Virginia. Before we go away from the Kids Academy, because we're going to do a lot of traveling throughout your journey. We kind of touched on it, but I want to go a little bit deeper to why it's so important to you. But like personally, what happened in your life? What have you overcome to make you want to come back and do this?
Because growing up, where I come from, Chicago, I grew up around violence. I grew up around destruction. When I moved here, I started growing up around the same thing. As I grew up and got older and started playing ball, I was kind of living two different lives because what I seen growing up, that's what I wanted to be. So as I'm playing ball and doing the same and doing that, trying to live a life that I seen, it was hindering me. It was handicapping me. And I didn't know that until I got incarcerated. So that's one of the main reasons. I was living two different lives. That's one of the main reasons why I want to catch them at the age that they is now, so they won't live a double life like that. I want them to believe in themselves, and whatever they invest in and whatever they want to do, give it 110%. Because your crowd could be your worst enemy. They can love you, but they don't want to see you go where you want to go. And habits is crazy. Habits. You'll pick them habits up as fast as you blink and won't even realize that you living the same life as them, trying to do this as well, trying to play ball as well, trying to go to school as well, however you want to do it. So that's what really made me want to start up this academy and catch these young boys and girls, because it's so easy to venture off. I don't want them to waste their life. I don't want them to waste their time, because I live by this acronym, and it go react and respond. A lot of them walk around angry. A lot of them walk around confused. I was both. But the react and respond it's comprehensive. It's a comprehensive boy or a man, whatever you want to do. You got a masculine, you got a comprehensive one.
Right.
A masculine, time and ticking bomb, because when you're masculine, you dominant. You taking on everything as a man. That's what we was taught, like you said. But comprehensive, you more open, more vulnerable. You ain't just dominant. You know what I mean? You got that. You tapped into your emotions now.
Mm-hmm.
So react and respond. When you react, you reacting and not thinking. You just automatically reacting. When you're responding, you taking the time out to process the situation and learn how to just turn your cheek. Because that reacting can cause you jail. It can cause you your life. Time taken away from where you was trying to go. So all back in one, all of that sums up to why I'm trying to reach out to the kids and catch them and drill this in a mental to keep them sharp as they grow up. Young men, young women, because I ain't have it.
Everything you just said is what they need. And hopefully people watch this if they don't know you. Like, man, you know what? Listen to this man talk. Like, this is where I want to send my son. This is where I want to send my daughter. Like, they need to hear him speak and learn from you. I told you before we started, like, rolling that timing is everything. And I say that because we talked in May. We ended up having to, reschedule. But at that time, you was trying to tap back into the Kids Academy. That was a goal of yours.
Right.
Like, you told me it's about to be May again. And you got it up and running, and I think it's perfect timing that we got you on now.
Right.
So people that don't know what you got going on can hear what you got going on and get behind what you got going on.
Right.
Because it's the right thing, man, and it's a powerful thing. 1400 Main Street, Follinsby, West Virginia. You said starting when?
April 8th.
April 8th. And that's Saturdays?
Saturdays, every Saturday at 1 p.m.
Every Saturday at 1 p.m. How long?
It'll be an hour and a half.
Okay, so 1 p.m. to 2:30.
Yes.
All right, bet.
Training session, an hour and a half.
All right, so I want to talk about Shaq.
My brother.
So we had Shaq on right before you. Everybody gonna see the Shaq, but we was talking about like that ain't what Shaq do. You comfortable in this setting, like he told me that. He said, man, once you get Jesse going, man, he just gonna go.
yeah.
He's like, Jesse gonna talk, but he the opposite. He's more reserved,
laid back.
I want you to talk a little bit about your brotherhood with Shaq and what he mean to you and everything that y'all went through.
Been rolling since 6th grade, man. Probably before that. We played every sport together. We went blood, sweat, and tears through it. Track, basketball, whatever it was. Even outside. We walking everywhere together. But that's my brother, man. We had our times on the field, We had our times. I had my times, and he the only one that can stop me.
So look, he told me when he was on, he told me a couple of times, man, you just be like, I quit. Like, I'm done.
Hey. Something go wrong, I hated it. I hate that I was that person like that. But it was like it was a time, right? It was. I could tell you one time, man. We doing 6-station tackling. Everybody know that played bigger at 6-station tackling. So I got the dummy pad. So I go up. Dude hit me. I go back. I hit him back. But when I hit him, he keep throwing his elbow out there. So it's mashing me in my forearm. I'm not gonna hit you hard. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I tell him, I say, hey, put the pad right there and, just leave it right there. I ain't gonna hit you hard. And it's upsetting me because he did it twice. Like, this is 6th station, bro. Like, I shouldn't be hurting my forearm hitting you.
Right.
So he did it again. I got mad. I said, you know what? Man, I quit, man. He's soft. I got to get to saying all type of stuff, man. He's scared, man. He's scared. So Coach Reno yelling at me. I yell back at him. Man, I quit, man. You know what? Hey, throw my helmet in there. Shaq come get me. The white come get me.
You threw your helmet in the air, bro?
Yeah, I quit. Oh, man. That goes back to when I was telling you I was living too different because I ain't have my all into it. I love the game, but I love the other game too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it was easy for me to be like, man, I don't care. You know what I mean? It haunted me later. I regretted it.
But you were a teenager playing both games.
Yes.
I mean, and that goes to speak to what you've been through. And you said once you start getting pulled in that direction, it's hard to, once you venture over there, it's hard to come back the other way. You got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, basically. You always said, like Shaq can calm you down. Like,
yeah, he gonna be the one. Wake up. Man, come on, man, you tripping. I'll be like, all right, my bad, man, Like, yeah, let me get back in the game.
That sound like you too.
Yeah, he'll get me. His favorite line. You always do that. I'll be mad, man. I don't be just reacting
right
and not thinking. You know what I mean? Or it's reacting in that moment. You know, and that was,
But it's good to have good people around you too.
Yeah.
Like you said, you know, the people around you can make you or break you for sure. A solid dude that's gonna hold you accountable, you know what I mean, and catch you when you slipping. Them the type of people you should be around us instead of helping you crash out. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
for sure. He definitely was the one. You know, he definitely uplift. Definitely around me all the time. You know, every day. Every day. If I ain't at his house, he at mine. That's how it was.
Full circle. Now he got to be on talent.
Amazing.
If you think about it, bro, y'all doing the same thing. Y'all catching them early, and y'all training them to be their best selves.
Yes.
As you know, brothers since 6th grade till now,
Yes.
been through everything. You
Yes.
took your path, he took his path,
Yes.
but y'all ended up
Transforming.
right back together.
Yes. It's amazing because everything he learned, he really changing lives, bro. He really showing these people, these kids, these kids, how to properly perform when it comes to training, how well and how important training is to become where you need to be. Because that's where it start. What you gonna do when ain't nobody looking? That's where it start. Train hard and you will see the reward. That's the goal, man. That's the goal.
That's what he said he did.
He did.
He said he trained when wasn't nobody looking. He was
did.
working. That's
He
what
did.
said.
He did. I can vouch for that. He ain't play no games. He gave it his all, man.
And he reached the highest level
Yes, he did.
by giving it his
And
all.
I was
yeah.
beyond proud. You know what I mean? Because I watched it. I was with you. I seen you. Days you on the field, shoulder messed up, still out there doing what you got to do. He'll tell you about it. He know about that game. That was a tough one, huh? But my boy put it out there on the line, though. You know, and I salute everybody else that put it out there on the line that year, too. You know, can't count y'all out either, but it's my guy, man.
Man, I love to see men like not, you know what I mean, not scared to get her people props, like, or you know, get her homie flowers, like, and you know me being vulnerable, like, you know, this is what he mean to me, and you know, I'm proud of him, like,
Yes.
that's something that, you know, that's like one of them stigmas that's just dumb, and I know, you know, you doing what you doing, people, you know, if you see it, you be more prone to do it, but man, if somebody means something to you, that's your brother, man, you tell them you love them, you know what I mean, and you proud of them.
Yes, sir.
They need that, we need that as men.
Yes, sir.
And that help us take that burden that we was taught to always carry. You know what I mean? If you got somebody that's going to help you with that, man, latch on to that person. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes, sir.
You don't got to do it by yourself. And if you got a brother, man, stay down with your brothers, you know, and it all end up coming back together, you know, through everything.
Yes, sir.
So, man, shout out to y'all relationship and shout out to both of y'all, what y'all doing.
Most definitely.
Y'all definitely making a difference, man. I'm proud of both of y'all.
Most definitely. Thank you.
I want to talk a little bit more about Big Red football.
Come on.
You know, I'm a fan, man. So I remember you and Shaq, you know, linebackers right next to each other, 22, 23.
Yes, sir.
Your junior year, y'all lost the state championship?
Sophomore year, we was runner-ups.
Okay,
we was
sophomore
a game
year.
away from the States.
Okay,
Yeah, we was playing Ketterton Altar in the States.
in the state championship.
Yes, I rephrased that.
Okay.
So junior year, we was runner-up.
Or junior year, I got you. How that feel losing in the championship and then like never getting back? Like you still think about that even all these years
Yes,
later? Yeah.
I do. Especially when I'm watching the game. That feeling, at the time, I was kind of numb. I was young. It was a tough game. I was numb. I wasn't really myself. You know, I gave it what I could, but it hurt me. It hurt me after the fact.
So do you share, I'm sure you did, with Juice? He went through, you know,
Yes.
the same thing. Y'all have those conversations about how you felt and, you know what I mean, giving that motivation and advice.
Yep, I talk to him all the time. I tell him. I stay on him. I'm at the practices. I want you to be everything you can be. Don't venture. Don't play both sides of the game. When it comes to playing ball and whatever you want to do out there, focus.
He got you. You didn't have nobody to tell you that.
Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth.
And that's dope that he got you. I mean, you know, wearing your number and, bro, y'all a talented family.
Yes.
Shit, Malik, you, Juice, I don't want to leave nobody out, but I'm transitioning to something.
Del Leon.
OT is what I forgot.
OT.
But yeah, OT and then De Leon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you seen what Jet said.
I synced it.
So Jet been telling me this for years, bro. Years. I've been here. I don't know how I missed it. Because I'm a sports guy, especially at locals. Yeah. I don't know how I missed it. But Jet been telling me for years, the best football player, not position, the best football player he's ever seen is De Leon.
Hey, he was tough. No, ain't nobody touching him. He get the ball, he score a touchdown. About 7 of them. Man, get him out of the game, man.
That's what Jets. That's what everybody was saying. But yeah,
that's what it was for year after year. Even when he got to Harding, it was the same thing. Oh, it was crazy, man.
So if you ranking them, who number one?
Running backs.
No, your family.
Out of my family.
Yeah, you, De Leon, Malik, OT, Juice. Who number one? I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, you put me in a hard place right
You
now.
Ain't say you?
Okay. Nah, I ain't gonna say me.
Okay.
I ain't gonna never put myself on the pedestal
All
like that. I'm gonna give it to Malik.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to Malik. As of right now, Juice still playing. Everybody else was great. That extra talent in them extra areas and places and positions. Put it like that, positions. I'm gonna give it to Malik.
And Malik built like LeBron James.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, any of them, man. Definitely a talented family. And it's great to see. Juice is a great young man.
Yeah.
Great young man. Great young man. Humble. I can't say enough good things about him, man. And I'm a big fan. So
yeah, he is.
And I know it takes a village, you
Yes,
know. So shout out to y'all village.
Thank you.
I think to me, Juice is a living proof of what you can do with other kids.
Yes.
Because y'all got him early.
Yes.
Y'all had the gift and the curse of going through everything, so he don't got to go through it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I know y'all. There's a lot of y'all. So like I said, it takes a village, but he definitely got y'all seen it all, been through it all.
Yes.
So he don't have to do that.
That's the truth.
And y'all doing a great job with that young man.
We gonna keep on doing it.
Yes, sir.
And for the rest of them coming up, they'll be in the sports too. They'll be leading the way too.
And we love to see it, man. You know, we're gonna keep going back to the Kids Academy, but that's what we doing, getting up early.
Yes.
So I want to talk about something else, man. What you do for a living?
I'm a coal miner, man.
Well, nah, before we get into you, because we definitely gonna get into coal mining.
Yeah.
I'm asking all the questions that the black people want to ask, man. This is on behalf of us. I gotta know about coal mining, man. I got questions.
I got you.
You mentioned you was incarcerated.
Yeah.
You came home. I just want to talk about the struggles and the rejection you might have encountered as you try to turn your life around.
Okay, with that, yes, I was incarcerated, actually twice. And, God isolated me, punished me and put me in there by myself. Stripped away everything I loved and no contact to nobody, for real, besides my mother, which was my punishment, to get me to realize what he really had in store for me. With that being said, like, after doing that time and coming home, I was applying for job after job, and I was getting rejected. And yes, being rejected can kill every motivation or your ego, everything about you. You just want to be like, you know what? I ain't even getting no job no more, man. I ain't even worried about it. But you can't let that inner demon interfere with what you plan, what you striving for. You got to keep pushing, keep trying. Never give up on it. You know what I mean? Especially your dream or something you actually really want to do. They tell you no, just keep going, man. Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate the interview, whatever it is, Other than that, I'm going to the next one. So I was rejected so many times, and it was killing me. So I'm like, I'm going to keep trying. I went on Job Indeed. That's when the coal mine came about. That incarceration can set you back because so many people judge you just off of that. That's why it's important to watch what you're doing out here. It can hinder your future, your career. And I'm saying that off the strength of my own situation. I know I'm supposed to be somewhere else or doing something else that I plan to do. I'm just doing what I can do right now. and trying to do more of it.
Because of the situation you was in.
Yes.
That incarceration and the whole system is designed for you to go back.
Yes.
That's just the way it is. They make it hard for you on purpose.
Yes.
They preach second chances, but in reality, it just doesn't exist. You know, that's what you're labeled as, is what your past, you know, what your past is. I had a conversation with Speed anytime this come up because, man, I love to see the story of somebody who's been in the system and come out and kick down doors, because they not going to open the door for you. They just not. You got to kick down the door. You might kick down the door, then there's another door right behind it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? As soon as you think you got that breakthrough,
yes,
you know what I mean? It's something slamming another door in your face. It's easy to go back to what you know.
Yes.
That's the easy part.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You do that. That's the cop out. That's the easiest. What I know.
Yes.
The hard part is being patient and having that perseverance and keep kicking down doors until you get all the way in. I love that story, man. That's my favorite story. Like I read it every time. What you're doing with yourself, you know, not letting your past define you, man.
No.
That's another thing that these kids can learn from, and that's why y'all need to get these kids with this young man. Coal mining.
Yes.
So you say you on Job Indeed, right?
Yes, I'm on Job Indeed.
So you like, man, I want to be a coal miner. You said that?
No, I'm gonna take it. Okay, this is what happened. I was in a past relationship, and she said something about, you know, her friend's boyfriend being in the mine. She tried to get a job there. So the mine, the coal, underground, you know what I mean? So at the time, I'm desperate for something. So I applied for where he was working at, and I didn't get the job. So I went and found more of them on Job Indeed, and I applied at different spots, but still coal. And I ended up getting one 2 weeks later, which I didn't think it was going to come because I've been rejected so many times.
Now, when you said you were applying at different spots, these is all coal mine spots?
These all coal mine spots.
Okay.
Different portals. So I was getting discouraged because I ain't hear nothing. 2 weeks I got a call for an interview, another interview. So I went on that interview. So I took it. I took the job because now I was thinking, like, I've been rejected so many times. This got to be God giving me this opportunity right here. Take it.
Do you know what you signing up for?
No, I didn't know what I was signing up for at all. But I knew it was an opportunity on the table, and I wasn't about to let it pass.
So, bro, you take the job without knowing what the job entails?
Know nothing was going on with it.
You just know you're coal mining.
I just know I'm coal mining. That's it. That's it. That's all I know.
Bro, they ain't be like, yo, let me walk you through what you're going to be doing. They okay.
What they did was, when I got there, they took me on a tour on what it looked like down there. And, you know, they told me what I'm going to be doing. You know, belt work, stuff like that. And that was that. They threw me to the wolves. They just threw me out there with them. And they still doing people like that to this day.
What is you doing? What's the wolves, bro? What are you doing?
The wolves, what I'm doing is, see, I'm a beltman and the shift foreman.
Okay.
I run my shift, but I'm a beltman. I'm a crew leader for the belts. Anything, conveyors, rollers, if the belt tear in half, building drives, a lot of people might not know what all this stuff is, but anything they got to do with the belt running on, conveyor rollers, or anything that keep the belt going, motor-wise, all work that we have to do.
How far underground is you?
900 to 1,000 feet.
How far underground is you again, man?
I'm 900 to 1,000 feet, man.
You 900 to 1,000 feet underground.
Yes.
So there's debris, rocks. Excuse my ignorance. I'm just, you know what I mean?
No, you good.
Like, that shit falling on you?
It's falling. It's falling. It's taking weight. It's taking pressure from all this up here going on surface. It's taking pressure. So at some areas, it fall in. Some days we spend shifts shoveling it.
You was doing 8-9 hour shifts just shoveling.
8-9 hours shoveling, straight shoveling.
1,000 feet underground.
1,000 feet underground.
Straight shoveling.
Straight shoveling. Piles, tall as the ceiling. You go home when it's done.
Work.
It's an attention list. That means it need attention. I mean, get it done, and then you go home.
So there ain't no set shift. There's get it done.
It's a set shift.
Okay.
But when you got an attention list, it's the federal inspectors wrote that up. And they will find this company for this this roof falling in. You know what I mean? It's too much. It's probably touching the belt, you know, and with them rocks touching the belt so long, that friction, it'll start getting hot. Them rollers will catch that roller and start getting hot, cause smoke, fire on the ground, and we don't want that.
You scaring me. I'm afraid. I am, bro. How you get down there?
Elevator.
Elevator down, elevator up.
27 people.
But you might be down there by yourself.
I might get sent on the job by myself.
1,000 feet underground.
It's dark, very dark. It's a cave. It's a cave with lights down, red and green lights.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I go down, I ain't coming up. I die. I go right down there, bro. Bro, I go down, I ain't coming up. I'm done.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it sounds crazy. No
It's
cell
crazy.
phones.
No phones.
You ain't got no music.
No music.
No music.
No music. All you got is a breathing machine, a gas detector to detect gas. If it's the gas, methane, all that too high, get out the area.
Right.
The silent kill you. But other than that, you got your crew, your breathing machine, just in case something happen. You can breathe through smoke to get to the next SCSR, a bigger machine to hold you over until your rescue team comes.
Yeah, you different, bro. Ain't too many. How many people you work for? Like, how many people with the company?
On my shift, I can't give you the total, but it's a good bit. It's a good bit of people on my.
All right, how many people look like us?
About 2 or 3.
Yeah, two, that's a lot. Two is a lot to me. I thought it was just
probably
you.
got 40, 50 people going underground. Probably more than that. But it's probably about 3 of us.
Yeah.
3 black folks.
You seen any black folks come and go?
All the time. I'm the only one still be hanging on, man. I'm the only one, man. I done seen it, man. They come and go, man. They be like, I don't know how you do this, man. I do it for my child so she can have a great life. It ain't about me. It's about my child.
Sacrifice.
Yes. Do anything for her. Good girl.
Tell me about your baby girl then, man.
Oh, she a good girl, man. She growing too fast, man.
How old is she?
She's 7 years old, man.
Okay.
She growing too fast, man. Too smart for her age. That's my girl, man. She keep me on my toes.
Wrapped around her finger, huh?
Yes.
Like wrapped.
She get away with everything. With me.
Bro, I don't care how tough you is,
Yes.
how big you is. The relationship between a little girl and her dad.
Oh, man.
I'm blessed and lucky to have 3. Lucky sometimes. But no, I love them to death. But, you know, they all different ways
Yes.
got me wrapped around their fingers. So, yeah, I know
Yes.
you know, man.
Bring out the soft side.
Bring it right out. Just,
So, man.
and keep it out. Like
I
it's,
might say something and use my tone and different. Why? You know, she give you that little puppy face, and I just be like, "Come here, I'm
here."
sorry,
Yeah.
my bad."
And you ain't even
know
do
what I
nothing
mean?
wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
that's.
I need you to understand.
Mm-hmm.
But she's great, man. She's great, man. She's ready to meet her brother. She scared me growing up too fast like this.
Cherish every second, every minute, bro, because it goes so fast.
Yes, I could see that.
Yeah, it definitely goes so fast. I wish. My youngest is 11. I'm like, man, she ain't even allowed getting no older. Cause she the last one, man. You know, what do I do? That's
Yeah.
always that's what I've always done, man. Cherish every moment with her, and you know, and with the future football player. Cause we know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know, just another line.
Yeah, linebacker. You know where he coming, man. Let's go. That weight room, what?
Yo, I know you was pumped.
Oh.
What y'all did the tic-tac-toe, right?
Yeah,
I didn't see your reaction, but I could tell.
I couldn't
man.
react.
Dog,
I was stuck. I just hold my girl. I hold my baby, man. She cried.
Cause she wanted a boy too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just nurturing her, making sure she was all right. React myself, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I was happy on the inside.
I could
man.
tell.
All
Yeah.
I was thinking about was the weight room. Football. You know? Let's go.
Let's go. Like, yeah. Like, as soon as he's born, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Come on.
It's dope to see the excitement for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a blessing, man.
A lot of people I've talked to, I've known my whole life. For me, it's easier to do this with somebody I never really had these conversations with. Because as you talk, I'm learning about you, and I'm interested in what you're saying. I'll get lost in the conversation because I don't know the answers. There was a story that you had about yourself that made you look in the mirror. And that's it. So I don't even know the story, full transparency, but I want you to get into that.
I got incarcerated for the second time. after not learning from the first one. I was sitting in my cell in the county jail, and the CO come to pass. He looked through the window, and I get up and come to the window. He say, "What you doing? You don't even look right in here." I say, "I know." He say, "It's a lot of people out there that care about you. You gotta figure it out and, get back on track. 'Cause this ain't you." I say, "You right." He said, "I believe in you, and so do everybody else out there." It touched my soul, so I thought about it every day and until I got shipped off to prison. I went to prison, I was still thinking about it. I told myself, you gotta change, bruh. The life you living, this life ain't for you. God trying to tell you something, but you rejecting it. You rejecting it. I went in there, I just got in programs and doing what I gotta do to change my life. But that one moment, which is 2 moments, that one moment right there woke me up. But when I got there and started programming, it was a moment where I was walking out of the dorm, and it was an older guy. I don't know him, he don't know me. His name Isaac. Shout out to Isaac. He was he asked me to go get somebody out of the unit, and I didn't know him. I didn't know the guy to go get. I told him I don't really know nobody in there for real. I know a few people, but I don't know that guy. Well, he told me the bed number to go to. So I went to the bed number and I got him. As I turned around to walk back in the dorm to go get him, he said, "Hey, my brother," this is a true story. He said, "Hey, the word for the day is never get caught in another man's story to the point that you can't live your own." And I was like, "Can you say that again?" He said, "Never get caught in another man's story to the point that you can't live your own." And I was like, "Thank you." I walked in the unit, got the boy. I kept repeating that over and over in my head. I got on the phone and I called my mom. I say, "Mama, this man, I don't know this man, but he just told me out of nowhere, never get caught in another man's story to the point that you can't live your own." I say, "Mama, you know what that made me think about? I was trying to live like my uncles. I was trying to live like everybody else that I was seeing doing this, have all this money and do this, to the point that I couldn't live my own story. I had my own journey, my own destiny that I was naive to. I was blocking it because I was caught in the next man's story, trying to live his story instead of living my own." That really opened me up right there. And I was like, I gotta go find this man. I spent 2 days looking for this man, and I finally found him. And I was at a basketball game in there, and he was like, "Here we meet again." It was so weird. It scared me. Like, is you sent from God or something? Like, what is? He said, "Here we meet again." I say, "What's the word of the day? You got another word of the day?" So he told me another word of the day. Ever since then, I went to go find him, and I walked with him every day. I go to the library and we build on mental health. We build on everything. He brought me out of my shell. He opened me up to a different mindset and what's really important. And that's self-love. You know what I mean? That self-love. He helped me figure that out with myself. Told myself I got to make a U-turn. I got to dig into this self-love. So we start preaching about the etiquette, proper etiquette. So he say, "I want you to start a program in here." I say, "No, I can't do that. I ain't comfortable with doing that. I'm prison, like grown man. Like, I'm young, bruh. I can't sit here and talk to no grown man." That's how I'm thinking in my head. Like, man, they don't want to hit me. But he pushed it. He pushed it. Went and talked to the captains, all that. I got rid of that fear, and I threw it away right with my old self. I threw it away. I made up my blueprint. I sat with him and went through it all. Made up my blueprint. And guess what? I had a 6-week class rolling. None but young boys from Cleveland. All the young boys, even adults, grown folks, older grown folks. 6-week class with graduation certificates, food, whatever. But he unlocked that vision of speaking. That's why I'm out here. I do what I do now. It taps in. I don't mind it. I helped them in there. I can help out here.
Bro, somebody told me not too long ago that sometimes God uses people to speak to you. It was profound. Like you said, something eerie and scary. A chance encounter I had that was weird to me. I talked about it a little bit on my episode with me and Speed. Said sometimes God uses people, to speak to you. That's what that was.
Yes.
And we talk about purpose a lot. So, you had mentioned if you didn't do this and do that, you would be.
Yes.
But right now, you live in your purpose.
Yes.
And your purpose is to give. And a chance encounter, in my opinion, of God using somebody to speak to you, you threw your old self away. You threw your fear away. Now you're right back in the community you grew up with, making a difference.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that's a coincidence or an accident, man. I think that's how it's supposed to be.
That is how it's supposed to be. And that's all I wanted to do. That's all I said I was going to go do when I got out. Get myself together and reach back. That's my goal. And
you're doing it. You already started it. Like, use the phrase like blowing the dust off the books. It's easy to talk about what you're going to do.
Right.
That's the easy part.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
Yes.
The hard part
is doing it.
Yes.
It takes a lot of work. And a lot of people get discouraged with it at times. You know what I mean? Because we go through bumps and, you know what I mean? Obstacles. And that's one thing I'm preparing Kids Academy. Obstacles that you will face.
It's inevitable. There's no way around it.
Yes. Well, I need you to listen to me and, I want you to feel this pain, everything that we got going on in this program. I want you to feel it all, because this same feeling is what you're going to have when you're going through things in life. That pain you feeling when you go the wrong way, or if you go the wrong way, that's that same pain your parents going to be feeling. So I need you to understand that. That's the point of training you. I need you to feel it. That's the point of having you in that weight room. I want you to feel that pain and that growing in that muscle, because that's that same pain. That's the hurt that your mom when you go in the wrong direction, bro.
Sometimes you got to make them feel it, so like you said, so they don't have to go through it.
Exactly.
And that's what we need, and not no sugarcoating. I hate to do in my generation and in my time. I hate that thing. In reality, parenting is different now. Like,
yes,
our parents whooped ass. Kids nowadays they ain't scared. Kids ain't scared of their parents.
No.
Kids ain't scared of the police. Like, they not scared.
No.
And sometimes you gotta have like something scared into you. Not like scared straight, but honestly something that, or somebody who can make you understand that there's consequences for doing wrong. This is what I went through because, I had that same attitude as you. That's what you're doing. But that's what I see, man. The kids just don't fear their parents. I don't know if you see the same thing.
I do. I see it. And I feel like, I hate to say it, but some of the parents just don't even care no more. They don't want to put that energy into trying to correct this. They so fed up, it's just like, he gonna do it anyway, or she gonna do it anyway. Nah, that's the wrong mindset to have towards it. You gave up.
Parenting is work. It's just work, like, like working or starting your own business. Like, you get discouraged as a parent.
Yes.
But you can't. The worst thing you could do is just give up on your kid.
That's the worst.
Like we said, if you don't get them early, it's hard to reel them back in.
Yes.
It's, if your kid don't respect you at 9, 10, they not about to respect you at 15 years old. Like, you lost them.
Yeah.
If you don't establish that quick. To the parent who might be struggling, let Jesse get a hold of them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Man, we all need help.
Yes.
And that pride, man, swallow that pride and let somebody help you who's offering the help, man. It's a village.
Yes.
And we got to be willing to take advantage of the help that's being provided. That's what you're doing. I shouldn't even have to plead, but that's what you're doing.
Yes.
It's the same thing Shaq doing.
Yes.
Like, trust them with y'all kids, man.
Yes.
And y'all see the benefits of these people trusting Shaq.
Yes.
With these kids, they getting D1 scholarships, they getting their college paid for. And he's a big part of that.
Yes.
He's a huge part of that.
Major part.
Trust these people that's willing to help, that's been through it with y'all kids. It's gonna work out. You know what I mean? We all one, man. We all from the same community, and what you're doing is pouring back. What we're doing is pouring back, you know,
Yes.
to make it better for our kids.
That's what.
So they don't got to do what we did.
That's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
You know, like I said, man, I'm welcoming anybody. Come on in, man. When we host these tournaments, kickball games, and, you know, flag football, come out. Let's have a good time, man. That's what it's about, man. You know, it's been a long time since I actually came together like that. Enjoyed ourselves, man.
I'm gonna speak on behalf of Speedo. He won't mind. Man, we want to be a part of that. Like that's what something we want to be a part of. Even if we just pull up with a couple cameras and
that's cool.
You know what I mean? And
that's cool.
You know what I mean? Just show the news don't show good news.
Yes.
Good news don't get broadcasted.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who are unselfish in this community, and you'll never know because they only talk about the fights and the shootings and man, there's people that's laying their life on the line for the betterment of the community, for sure. And we want to be a part of that, man. We want to be a part of broadcasting positive energy and people giving back. That's what we're here for. Like, you know, we talk about purpose. That's our purpose. So, you know, even without cameras, I want to be a part of what you're doing. But, you know, on behalf of the podcast, man, we want to be a part of what you're doing because it's the same morals, it's the same values, and
yes.
You know, everything we align with you speaking to.
Y'all more than welcome.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
A lot of the times, I know the person that I'm sitting across from. Might have known him my whole life, half my life, you know what I mean? But I know him. I wanted to hear your story because I know of you, but I don't know you. Watching from afar, I can see the transformation 100%. I love what you got going on, and I like what you stand for, you know, the impact you're thriving to make. So from man to man, I just want to say, man, I really, 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 you know, appreciate what you're doing. I think is necessary. I think it has to happen, and it has to come from somebody that's been through it and that's passionate about it and ain't just doing it for clout. You know what I mean? Because some people act like they're doing good deeds, but, you know, they just want people to think they're doing good deeds. I'm not saying most of the time, but all the time it's not genuine. You know, to see somebody genuine that's passionate about giving back to the youth and catching the youth and steering them in the right direction and, you know what I mean, building your legacy, building your family, holding your family down, teaching the young family the way to go.
Yes.
And watching them shine, man. You know, I want to give you flowers on behalf of the Legacy Lounge, you know, but from me to you. And keep going, bro. You know, we need you. Same thing I told Shaq, like, we need you. We need y'all. It don't always get broadcasted. It don't always get promoted, you know, people doing the right thing. So that's my obligation, is to make sure that people see it. But we're going to take it a step further and make sure people support it.
Amen.
Like, you need that. Y'all kids deserve that. We're going to help you put the word out. Saturdays, sometimes I got to work, but we're going to talk, man. I definitely want to be in the building. Even if I'm just watching, I just want to be a part of it.
Yes, sir.
And see it.
More than welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Before we wrap it up, I want you to talk about the Kids Academy. Shout out the date, the time, the place for me one more time, and just, you know, briefly tell them what it is that we're doing.
Okay, once again, the Kids Academy, it'll be on Main Street, Fallsby, West Virginia, 1400 Main Street in Fallsby, West Virginia. And basically, the Kids Academy is train and transform. That's what we about, training and transforming young men, young women, to give them the platform to be able to express themselves, their inner selves, the things that they hold back, that they're not comfortable with expressing with anybody else. We're going to give them that platform, make them comfortable, and at the same time, we're training them physically to get prepared for the challenges and the obstacles that's ahead of them, so they're ready. That's very important to us. So our thing is to get them properly prepared, because proper preparation prevents poor performance.
One more time.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So if I can get you together now, I can stop you from performing poor later.
Get them early.
And that's what it's about.
That's dope. That's solid, man, and that's heavy. I support you 100%, man. Keep going, please. I don't really want to have a long wrap up because Jesse said a lot. It seemed like a long time, but it was in a little bit of time. But everything he said was profound. Another one, man, if you see perseverance, you know, he told you how many times he was told no. So never let it discourage him. You know, never let his fears hamper him. He got up and he's doing what he wanted to do, and he lived out his purpose. Another thing I want to touch on is sometimes God speaks to you through other people. You just got to be woke enough to receive the message, because the message is coming. You just got to make sure you don't miss it. I don't think I missed mine, and don't sound like you missed yours.
Amen.
everything you're doing, man, I see, you impacting your legacy, and that's what it's all about, man. We all working on our legacy. So from me to you, I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, my brother.
All y'all out here, man, I appreciate y'all. As always, share, like, subscribe, cop the hoodies, cop the merch. Come to the birthday party March 15th. I don't know when this is on air, but if this is still going, man, March 15th, that's my birthday party. It's also actually the birthday of the Legacy Lounge. So, man, throw y'all Sunday best on and come kick it, man. It's a good time. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be a vibe. Again, congratulations on your baby boy. Congratulations to you and Elise.
Thank you.
Man, we'll stay in contact,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Legacy Lounge.